Congratulations to the Cornell, Peter, and Stephanie Nolan School of Hotel Administration. Our school has been at the epicenter of hospitality for over 100 years. Since 1922, we have been the preeminent hospitality educator, proudly preparing tomorrow's industry leaders. The degree of this accomplishment is astounding. The school was born with the concept of connecting a prestigious Ivy League education to improving knowledge and skill sets for hotel managers. The early hoteliers who lobbied Cornell to start a program would be incredibly proud of how far we have come, from providing a few humble programs to becoming the #1 hospitality school in the world. Ever evolving, the hospitality sector includes a broad category of business concepts, from brands to ownership, from real estate to restaurants, from the experiential to the digital, and every aspect of the hospitality business in every corner of the globe has innovated and improved due to the influence and impact of our Cornell Nolan Hotel School. With the transformative gift of support from Peter and Stephanie Nolan, and the partnership with the S.C. Johnson College of Business, our school will continue to excel at attracting, supporting, and educating the best and brightest, our next century of leaders and innovators.
Congratulations to the Nolan School of Hotel Administration as we commemorate a century of hospitality leadership. This year-long celebration honors the great accomplishments of the last 100 years and gives us an opportunity to build a foundation for the next 100 years.
What started as a class of 11 graduates is now a network of 14,000 dedicated alumni. We have developed purposeful and principled leaders who understand that a service mindset drives every successful business. Leaders who use hospitality to connect us around the globe. And leaders who work to make the world a better place, one relationship at a time. Our community of faculty, staff, students, and alumni have made the school what it is today. They are our legends and our legacy.
Hi, I'm Michelle Woodley.
Hi, I'm Keith Barr.
I'm Liv Gussing-Burgess, class of 91.
I'm Cameron Scott.
Susan Guerin.
Hi, I'm Rohan from Yotel.
Second, and how'd the first one go?
Well, wonderful. Yeah.
Oh. My name's Lee Pillsbury, class of 1969.
My name is Shayna Arsenault. I work for Royal Caribbean International.
Chief Financial Officer and President of Global Development at Hilton.
Hey, I was wondering what those were for in the real world. I work at World Finer Foods, where I'm president and CEO.
CEO of Seaview Investors.
I have a consulting company.
I've proudly been in the industry for 35 years.
The honor and the privilege of serving as the global president of the Cornell Hotel Society.
I've been in the industry for 31 years and started immediately after college when I graduated in 1991.
God, I'm swearing.
Early in my career, and while I was a student here at the hotel school, there were many Cornell alums who mentored me along the way.
The best advice that I've been given is if you don't ask, you don't know what's possible.
To be constantly learning.
You should be a net giver and not a net taker in your life.
Focus on the things that you can control.
Doing front desk and housekeeping and all that sort of stuff. And somebody mentioned to me, don't ever forget what it was like to be here.
Do something you like, because if you like what you're doing, it's not work.
To take a step back and just enjoy our time here at Cornell.
If you don't succeed the first time, try again.
But I think my most memorable experience has been leading IHG Hotels and Resorts through the pandemic.
It's been a very interesting journey so far.
We won Travel and Leisure Best Service in the World.
Being able to expand a company with just the few resources we had.
The hotel school has taught me that the challenges of the world are only too heavy if you allow them to be.
Being a contributor to the culture that we have at Preferred Hotel Group.
The opportunity to engage with students.
It's really about the people that you watch succeed because you were there to mentor them.
The fundamental understanding and appreciation of how we make people feel is at the core of not just the hospitality business, but of all life in general.
I think it must have the best network out of any school in the world.
The connectivity that I've had with the network, whether that's mentors, whether that's peers.
I've mostly only worked for people from the hotel school, and I generally only hire people from the hotel school. Probably not allowed to say that.
This is an extraordinary institution with worldwide reach and a worldwide reputation.
We congratulate all the other fellow alums that I've come to know over the years.
And I'm very appreciative of
what Cornell offers, such a diverse environment.
Marriott is very active at the hotel school in the immersion programs that Dean Walsh has led.
But also utilizing the professors that are here for training and education of our own team.
We think it's incredibly important to stay connected to the hotel school to get the best and brightest in this industry.
There's so many ways that I think that we can continue to work together, and I'm excited to see where we go in the future.
100 years from now, our alumni community will continue as the most impactful and powerful hospitality community in the world. Wherever there is an influential hospitality company or a transformative business concept, you will find a hotelie leading the way. For the next century, we will continue our mission of preparing tomorrow's leaders and innovators. We will keep researching and solving pressing industry issues, creating new knowledge that will transform our future. And in partnership with our dedicated and supportive alumni, we will keep educating and preparing thoughtful and caring graduates, future leaders who are strong in both their emotional intelligence and their IQ, leaders who are equipped to tackle important societal challenges, and leaders who will know how to use hospitality to lift our economies and make the world a better place. To all of our alumni, our faculty, our staff, and our students, congratulations. Our future has never been brighter. Here's to the next century of leading the way forward. Happy Centennial.
I grew up in a tiny little town that nobody's ever heard of, and then I went to Cornell. I met people from all over the world, people of all different backgrounds. I was among them and learning from them.
Coming here, sometimes you think you know everything. Cornell quickly teaches you that you don't. And I think it's a beautiful struggle we have as human beings, wanting to know so much about the world around us, to be hungry for knowledge. Not just knowledge, but the application of that knowledge in a way that is impactful in people's lives.
The gorges, the waterfalls. To me, the campus is a metaphor for never-ending processes of evolution, transformation. Novelty is always around the corner.
There's always an opportunity to challenge oneself, whether that's physically, socially, or intellectually.
When I teach, one of the things that I hope my students get is this curiosity that drives us. The questions we ask keep changing, and they're really important.
Being able to be in a classroom environment where you get all of those different perspectives has been really great for me in molding a sort of intellectual nuance.
The difficult questions, those are the ones that are, for me, are most worth pursuing.
Elite and egalitarian. The sense of excellence, but also the sense of we accept the common person. We're a space where everybody can belong. That was true right from the beginning. Cornell's freshman class was 1868. The very next year, the first student of African heritage was enrolled, and a year after that, the first woman. This was not something that was common in American universities. I'm just so proud to be part of the Cornell story.
I feel that when we teach, that what we do is we open up in the students' minds the capability to reason and to seek out knowledge and to gather in knowledge, a capability that was always in them. We are enabling rather than teaching facts.
Being a critical thinker, knowing what questions to ask, knowing how to write a story, those are all skills that I honed at Cornell.
I was a very idealistic student, and this place adopted me readily.
I took a seminar with Walter Lefebvre on U.S.-Japan relations, and I just remember him spending time with his undergraduate students and meeting with us. He had us come in and talk to him about how our term papers were going, and his grad students were all out waiting in line out in the hallway, and you couldn't pull him away from the undergraduates, and I think that's unusual for a large research university.
Cornell had, I suppose it still does, a tremendous faculty. I think I would have to rate #1 Vladimir Nabokov. That man changed the way I read, he changed the way I write. Even when I'm drafting an opinion, thinking how the word order should go, I remember him. And I can still hear things that he said.
Carl Sagan was an astronomer here at Cornell. In addition to being a great scientist, one of his other passions was to share this fascination not only with his students, but also with the general public. His legacy and his fascination for the universe has inspired a whole generation of scientists, among them me.
When I was an undergraduate, there was a course catalog that was as thick as a phone book. And I remember being really excited when I got my hands on that thing, thinking, I'm not going to take a fraction of these classes. But it was just cool to flick through it and to think that I'm walking around this campus, and while I'm studying philosophy or creative writing, there's somebody taking an industrial labor relations class. There's somebody doing veterinary medicine. There's somebody working on architecture. All right here.
As Cornell said, I would found an institution where any person can receive instruction in any study is something that's very much alive day to day here. There's a respect that's implied by that. All the different parts of study have merit and insights to give each other, that we're all stronger by having any person, any study, the mix.
I am interested in science, in physics, in astronomy. Before I was hired, one of the first people who I met was Roald Hoffman. And I really thought, wow, here's somewhere that's going to be a really cool place to work if I get to hang out with this Nobel Prize winning scientist and have conversations with him about poetry.
Any person can find instruction in any study or whatever it is, right? It was a laudable goal, and you're not going to achieve it completely, but damn, they've come close, you know?
When A.D. White was helping Ezra Cornell, he talked about founding a university that would make the most highly prized instruction available to anyone regardless of sex or color. And he said that in 1862, when there was a war being fought over whether one human being could own another human being because of their color, and when women couldn't own property if they were married and couldn't vote. The inclusion of things like engineering and agriculture in the founding vision of the university, I think, really grounded that unpretentiousness, the practical concerns. It's an elite school, but it's an inclusive school at the same time, and it lacks the sort of pretentious air of other elite institutions, and I think really gives it a distinctive identity, a distinctive culture that I find very appealing.
The idea that you should be able to come to Cornell, even if your family can't afford Cornell's tuition, is just something that's cherished here, and I think we've done an excellent job relative to peer institutions of being able to do that.
In my last year at Cornell, I took only music and art courses. It was a wonderful education.
You never feel like you're siloed into your major. There's a lot of encouragement to really connect with people in a different discipline than you.
When I first came here, I basically front-loaded with computer science classes. I knew I wanted to do computer science when I came here, but I also took this game design class. And after that class, I was able to take a lot of other classes like art, lighting, and music. I would actually consider myself kind of more of a designer now than more of a tech person. Even though I know the tech very well, I think a lot of my strengths are being able to merge the two.
Last semester, I was taking a sociology seminar on mass incarceration in the family. And the fact that I was able to sit in a classroom with one of the leading scholars, or I'm taking a creative writing class this semester that's similarly taught by sort of a leading poet in the country. Just being able to do that on a regular basis is pretty incredible.
There are a handful of places in the world, and Cornell's one of them, where you can go and everywhere you turn, you find people doing stuff that's just at the cutting edge of what humanity is achieving. I'm not talking just about within the realm of academia. I'm talking about broadly the human enterprise.
This is a very tightly knit community of collaborative, interacting people from Ithaca to New York City, and there's been no other time like this in history. We are at a unique time where we are beginning to understand enough about the molecular mechanism by which diseases like cancer occur that we can intervene with knowledge of fixing what's wrong.
New York City has so much more than just tech. And I think it's the integration of the tech into that energy of everything else that's really powerful.
I think Cornell is going to be the major educational presence in New York City a decade from now, and we're so proud to be part of that.
What happened to me at Cornell created my career, my whole persona, because I was a science major with kind of a minor in journalism. I had a unique background, and that background enabled me to get a job as a full-time science writer at the New York Times when I was 24 years old.
I'm really interested in Latin America right now, and I've been able to take all these classes in arts and sciences and do a minor in Latin American studies. The end goal isn't always the job. The end goal, I think, at Cornell, which is really great, is how to enrich yourself and how to keep learning even after you graduate in the field that you go into. Cornell giving you the tools to be able to develop a career based off of something that you really, really love and be successful at that, that's really the best. It's like, what else could you ask for?
I took a freshman writing seminar my very first semester at Cornell, and my professor told me, don't let your education limit your education, meaning that not to let my classes here at Cornell limit my holistic education, because there's so many opportunities outside of the classroom.
In order to prepare our students to face life after school, I think it's very important for them not only to have classmates who are from other cultures, but for them to go and really get a meaningful international experience, not spending a few days in London or Paris looking at museums. I mean, really getting down there out of their comfort zone.
I'm the team lead for Agua Clara. Agua Clara is a program that's focused on providing sustainable, clean drinking water to communities everywhere throughout the globe. We're currently serving about 40,000 people in Honduras, and we just have 3 new filters that are working in India now. We're a program that is actually doing something really significant value. It's something that I found at Cornell, and it's just become the most fulfilling part of my Cornell experience and my Cornell journey.
What we learn here and what we do here and what we discover here is much bigger than ourselves. To have deep understandings of the places that our knowledge and discovery can be useful, to listen really carefully to what are the needs of the world and how can we respond to those creatively. All of that happens when students and faculty are put in situations of relating and interacting with the world. Whether internationally, locally, through an internship or a service project or some kind of creative project, research, policy engagement, business partnerships, working on issues of sustainable development in a community, that kind of learning that combines the world and the best of the academy is truly exciting and transformative for our students.
I'm thinking of all these Cornell experiences, Slope Day, watching the Dragon, being in College Town, meeting and making some of the best friends of my life.
Like every parent, you have to use reverse psychology to get your kids to do something. So we would never tell our daughter that you should go to Cornell. If anything, we'd say, hey, you should go to a school near home. And then my wife brought her on a college tour out east, and our daughter just fell in love with Cornell. And you know, it has to come from inside. It came to her from herself. She just loved this place. She loved the visit, and she felt that there was something special in the atmosphere, that nurturing environment that I had experienced. She felt it from inside and by herself said, Dad, if I get in, that's where I would like to go.
There's a special connection between me and every single student on campus because they're a part of the Cornell family, and that's what I'm a part of. I'm always going to be a Cornellian, and that's something really special.
Cornell to the Sweet 16. Let's go back to Greg Gumbel in New York.
Hello, Cornell. Ed Helms here. Excited to wish you a very happy sesquicentennial.
A very happy birthday and best wishes for the next 150 years.
Sesquicentennial.
Happy birthday, Cornell.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Cornell. Saskatchewan.
Happy birthday, Cornell. Happy birthday, Cornell.
Cornell, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Cornell.
This is your birthday song.
May you live many more centuries.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. What?
Cornell program has been part of a Hanga Ahazaza initiative, which is an initiative that was started in 2018 with a goal to enable 30,000 young people, especially young women, to the program, into work opportunities in tourism and hospitality sector. Over the last very few years, I would say it's quite recent that we now have 5-star establishments, whether you're looking at the Radisson, the Marriott, or even Serena, that has been in the market for a little longer. What was happening is that, especially at supervisory level or managerial level, we depended a lot from non-Rwandans coming to the market. And it was also difficult for the young Rwandans who were in the industry to actually acquire the skills to enable them to actually grow into managerial position. And with the work we've done with Cornell, we've seen a lot of promotions coming out of it, and sometimes even just the confidence, because in addition to the technical skills they may have acquired, we know that management is different. It's not just about being technically sound, but it's also about managing a team, cross-learning, and I think that's one of the main thing that really Cornell program was able to do to upskill, and today we have younger managers, Rwandans, that we're able to see in different places.
The Cornell Nolan School of Hotel Administration was founded in 1922, so 100 years ago. Just let that sink in. It was the world's first 4-year intercollegiate school dedicated to hospitality management. We took the time to survey the graduates of the Hanga Ahazaza initiative in the Cornell program. And what we found was our graduates not only had an increased confidence in their own roles, but they were taking the knowledge that they had to their supervisors and to their mentees and enriching their experience in the industry and in their businesses.
At the beginning, on the onset of the program, there's a sense of inadequacy, there's this illiteracy, there's a lack of confidence in managing or handling, navigating an online program. But the advantage of our program with Cornell University is that we have 2 learning instructors on the ground and myself as a program manager. That has actually opened up doors for the students to call in. We meet with them, we actually walk them through how to navigate the program, and by the end of the program, it's perfect. They're running through their coursework and extremely confident as well, which is a huge added advantage. The advantage really is about having people on the ground to walk them through any misgivings or lack of confidence in navigating a program.
The program contributed a huge amount to the hospitality industry within Kigali and within the country, more so that it uplifted the standard of service, the standard of knowledge. And once you have the knowledge, the practical side of it comes a lot easier. More importantly, from the students' point of view, it's got them to think differently and also improve themselves. And now they want to do more courses through Cornell, and they want to improve their career. And I think that is the most important.
You never reach a stage where you say, now you know it all. There's always room for improvement. So I always like, if there's anything that I can benefit from, I'd go for it in terms of improving my knowledge and skills. So Cornell, being an institution that is globally renowned in terms of hospitality training, obviously when this course came in, I was excited at the opportunity that my staff were going to get to be able to improve. So as a way of encouraging them and teaching them, I felt like initially the uptake was a bit slow, and so we needed to try and motivate them to keep taking and to encourage them why it's important to take these courses. And when I was giving them and telling them, by the way, please note, I will also be taking this course, and you could see some suddenly more getting interested in the course.
I myself, I did a master's certificate in the field of hospitality, and just recently finished a Finance 360 course with Cornell. Our associates who mastered this program over the last couple of years gain world-class knowledge in hospitality and tourism, which will be, so they will be able to grow their careers not only domestically but internationally as well, and it opens future doors and additional doors for them.
Before joining hospitality industry, I didn't have knowledge about the hotel operations, and I get the chance to join Cornell University through Ahazaza program. I was able to identify how hotel operations works, and within the courses that I get, I was able to identify hotel operations management and also revenue management and also marketing.
My name is Mongo Singizwe Marie Rose, and the reason why I joined Cornell, it's because I am new in a business entrepreneur, and I wanted to gain some skills on how I can manage the business, how I can deal with everything. What I really liked with Ahazaza program, it's the skills that I got from there, which has helped me to sustain my business.
It was an amazing course. I happened to pursue it during the period when it was a pandemic, and I was doing it online, which was very feasible and practical for most people who were not necessarily involved in so many activities in the hospitality industry. Personally, I think it was fantastic in the way that it contributed to knowing the knowledge behind what I've been practicing for the last 10 years. So I encourage everyone, I would encourage everyone to look into it. I would encourage everyone to give it the value that it deserves. And also all the people who have completed the courses to try and make the difference that we have already learned from the content of the course.
In 2019, before the COVID-19 pandemic, we had about 165,000 jobs created under the tourism and hospitality sector. But yet again, that was not enough, because we want jobs or trained employees whose skills and capacities match the demand on market. Cornell coming in the past almost 5 years now, training over 13,000 staff, these are employees of our hotels and other hospitality actors. You're seeing really a gap filled to match the components that I mentioned earlier, matching really the service for high-end travelers.
I'd like to thank the MasterCard Foundation and the Rwanda Development Board for providing us the opportunity through the Hanga Ahazaza initiative to reach so many deserving youth.
Congratulations to the Cornell, Peter and Stephanie Nolan School of Hotel Administration. Our school has been at the epicenter of hospitality for over 100 years. Since 1922, we have been the preeminent hospitality educator, proudly preparing tomorrow's industry leaders. The degree of this accomplishment is astounding. The school was born with the concept of connecting a prestigious Ivy League education to improving knowledge and skill sets for hotel managers. The early hoteliers who lobbied Cornell to start a program would be incredibly proud of how far we have come, from providing a few humble programs to becoming the #1 hospitality school in the world. Ever evolving, the hospitality sector includes a broad category of business concepts, from brands to ownership, from real estate to restaurants, from the experiential to the digital.
I love that fade. That was good. Welcome, everyone. Before we get started, just a couple of housekeeping items. Can you hear me okay back there? Yeah, okay. A couple of housekeeping items. We have a number of surveys that we would ask you to fill out. I know a lot of you were directed to our QR codes when you came in. If you haven't scanned the QR codes out in the lobby and completed the survey, please do so. This provides us with really valuable feedback and information, so please take the time to do that if you haven't already done so. There are 4 different ones, so just read at the bottom and it will tell you what program it's related to. Is that going to make it better? Okay. All right. And thank you, everyone, for making it here in the rain. I know it's not easy to get around when it's raining, but I'm glad to see so many faces here today. So greetings, MasterCard Foundation, graduates, and honorable guests. My name is Kim Spiro, Associate Director of the Cornell Hanga Ahazaza Initiative. On behalf of our entire US and Rwanda-based team, I'd like to welcome you to the Cornell University's 4th Hanga Ahazaza graduation. Give yourselves a... So this ceremony marks a major milestone. It represents the culmination of our 5 years in Rwanda, supported through the MasterCard Foundation Hanga Ahazaza initiative. It also is a celebration of the resilience of the hospitality and tourism sector and the resilience of the people of Rwanda. When we began this program, we could have never foreseen that we would be undertaking it in the middle of a global pandemic. Still, despite lockdowns and layoffs, the desire to improve oneself was evident in all of our students. In 2018, we set off to provide upskill training to 1,250 individuals in the hospitality and tourism sectors, as well as 30 TVET trainers. The hard work and dedication of the students and our amazing Rwanda-based staff has allowed us to reach these goals. Today, we are thrilled to be recognizing the hard work of the 258 students who have completed the Certificate in Hospitality Management program, the 172 students that have completed the On-Demand program, and the 31 TVET trainers who completed the Professional Development program. Graduates, this is your opportunity to recognize your accomplishments. We're very proud of you, and we hope that you will continue to improve yourself through ongoing studies as you share your insights and support the next generation of employees who join this industry. Before we call our speakers to the podium, I'd like to acknowledge the many organizations who have helped make this day possible. In the audience today, we have representatives from the MasterCard Foundation, the Rwanda Development Board, the Rwandan Chamber of Tourism, the Rwanda Convention Bureau, Marriott, 4 Points Sheraton, Radisson Blu, Park Inn, Serena, Singita, One and Only, Rwanda Polytechnic, Rwandair, and all the Hanga Ahazaza partners. So thank you for your support. And now it is my pleasure to introduce our first speaker, David Rurangirwa, Country Program Head at MasterCard Foundation. David is responsible for coordinating the delivery of the Foundation's in-country programs under the Young Africa Work Strategy. Prior to joining the Foundation, David worked for USAID Rwanda as the Education Office Deputy Director. In this role, he led cross-sectoral teams to design and manage projects in education, ICT, private sector engagement, and youth workforce development. David also worked for the National University of Rwanda as the director of the Rwanda Development Gateway Center and was also part of the university's faculty and management team. David holds a master's degree in electrical engineering with a focus on computer architecture from Michigan State University and a bachelor's of science in technology from the University of Eastern Africa in Kenya. Welcome, Mr. Rurangirwa.
Thank you so much, Kim, for the kind introduction. Good afternoon. Representatives of the government and institutions here present, representatives of partner organizations in the tourism and hospitality industry, representatives of Cornell University, and most especially, dear graduates. Thank you so much for joining the celebration of this graduation, and congratulations to the graduates. I recently joined the foundation, MasterCard Foundation. I actually joined the MasterCard Foundation in August, and I'm very happy to have joined this strong movement that seeks to create dignified and fulfilling work for the youth. Now, before I joined the foundation, I used to hear about Hanga Ahazaza. It's such a great name, and talks about, you know, defining your future. And we used to admire this name so much. And so I'm thrilled to really be part of this grand occasion to celebrate, and more especially to be delivering these remarks on behalf of MasterCard Foundation. You all know the country director, Ms. Rika Rwigamba. She would have definitely loved to be part of this ceremony, but she traveled for work. She has been part of this movement ever since Hanga Ahazaza started, and I'm definitely sure that wherever she is, she's looking back with pride. This is Cornell University's fourth Hanga Ahazaza graduation, and it marks a testament to what happens when young people are given the chance, tools, and resources to pursue their dreams. On behalf of MasterCard Foundation, I congratulate each of you graduates on achieving one of the most important milestones of your lives. Well done. Graduating is the pinnacle of growth, a phase that is not always easy, and it's challenging to pursue studies in a challenging environment, and to make it even more challenging amidst a pandemic. This phase that leads to graduation, it requires focus, consistency, and dedication. The presence of the graduates here, it confirms that each of them demonstrated these qualities. Just as you used these qualities to arrive at this milestone, I urge you, on behalf of the foundation and other stakeholders here, we urge you to embody them as you embark on the next adventures of your lives. We admire the dedication and resilience it took for you to get here. We now look to you to harness existing and future opportunities to strengthen the hospitality and tourism industry in our prospering country. As skilled professionals, you are crucial to the service economy. This is because you are the first port of call for citizens and visitors at any given time, making you ambassadors of the service industry and of the country. Your knowledge and experience also play an important role in helping many to make major decisions. Our hope for each of you graduates is now to go on to forge ahead to successful careers that empower your lives and those of your families and the communities. As you begin the next chapter of your life's journey, bear in mind that your newly gained skills will have an important ripple effect over time. They will create more employment opportunities for other young people. Most importantly, they will inspire the next generation of skilled young professionals. As a foundation, our mission is founded on putting the youth at the center of the work that we do. And the Hanga Ahazaza program was born out of this very mission. But we could not have done this alone. Just as the graduates' journeys from learners to graduates has not been without support from the university, their professors and peers, the foundation's vision to enable young people to gain meaningful employment could not have been done without the support of our partners. And these partners include the Rwanda Development Board, Cornell University, and additional Hanga Ahazaza partners. A special thank you, therefore, goes to the government of Rwanda through the Rwanda Development Board. The foundation is grateful to share in your vision of putting the youth at the center by equipping them for the world of work with 21st century skills. We thank you for your leadership and for your support and for the opportunity to co-create with you. To Cornell University, we congratulate you on another ceremony under the Hanga Ahazaza program. We are grateful for your continued commitment to seeing, believing, and investing in future employees, business owners, and change makers. Graduation is a time to reflect and celebrate, but it is also a time to bear witness. Those of us who are here to celebrate you, the graduates, as invited guests, professors, and peers, we are here to bear witness to what you have achieved. It's a privilege we do not take lightly. And in future, you will in turn gain the same privilege of bearing witness to the next generation of graduates that will be seated exactly where you are with the same visions and hopes for their future. Bearing witness also fosters accountability. It's therefore important that we hold each of you accountable by encouraging you to stick to your goals, your hopes, your dreams, and ensure that they make a meaningful contribution to our society. In turn, we urge you to hold those of us who work in service to young people such as yourselves equally accountable for our aims and actions. As you now focus on your next adventures, I urge you to reflect on the many organizations and partners that have supported your journey to graduation. What they all have in common is that they are rooted in a clear purpose: to be of service to others. With that in mind, I want to ask each of you graduates today, what is your purpose? Beyond becoming an entrepreneur, a skilled professional, or a business owner, what is it that drives your vision? Most importantly, how will you use the skills that you've gained from the journey to inform your purpose? For the foundation, our purpose is embedded in our mission and values. The work that we do, much like that of the partners that we work with, has always been rooted in service to others. This is what we believe makes positive impact on people's lives. Your actions, dear graduates, will have an impact in ways you could never have imagined, but they must be rooted in a sense of purpose. When you leave today, I urge you to take some time to think deeply about your purpose, what it looks like, how it could impact others, and how it can contribute toward making positive changes. We would not have these high expectations of you if we did not see the great potential that each of you has already proven that you have, and evidently through enduring the course and staying the course, enduring the pandemic and all the difficulties that came with it. You are the present and the future of Rwanda's tourism and hospitality sectors and the next generation of change makers. May you step boldly into your purpose and know that your future is as bright as you want it to be. I thank you and congratulations.
Thank you. I decided to use my laptop with really big font so I didn't have to wear my reading glasses, so you have to bear with me signing in every time I come up here. Our next speaker is Ms. Ariella Kagaruka, Ms. Kagaruka is the head of tourism and conservation at the Rwandan Development Board, where she oversees tourism regulation, promotion, and product development, as well as biodiversity conservation and management within Rwanda's national parks. Prior to joining the Rwandan Development Board, she was the Director General of the Chamber of Tourism, Rwanda's private sector umbrella for travel, tourism, and hospitality companies, where her role was focused on enhancing business opportunities, capacity building, and advocacy for the tourism industry. She also worked for 8 years at Rwandair, Rwanda's national carrier and one of the fastest growing airlines in Africa. Ariella holds a bachelor's degree in marketing from the School of Finance and Banking in Rwanda and an MBA from the African Leadership University. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Kagaruka to the podium.
Thank you, Kim. Good afternoon, everybody. I think we need to thank him very much I guess that's why you have a laptop here, because you have to go through all that. Thank you so much for a very warm welcome. And the country program head of Mastercard Foundation, Professor Alex from the Cornell University, and all the colleagues from the Cornell University in Rwanda, Frank Gisha from the Chamber of Tourism, Frank Murangwa, who's also a colleague from the Rwanda Convention Bureau, but today in a different capacity, will be, I guess, addressing you as a classmate and a class speaker today. And of course, most importantly, the graduates of the Cornell University programs and the entire support system that have come with them. It has been a long journey, so the friends and families that are here today until the last day, really, thank you very much for being here. I know what that means. I've been a student, probably still a student as well, so that support system is very important. All partners, leaders of the tourism industry here present today, and those that have not been able to make it, I really thought I should recognize you because I saw the videos that we're watching a few minutes ago, and they speak a lot. The celebration that we're about to enjoy today is in part because they have also embraced this program. So I just wanted to make sure that even those that are not here today, that I don't see in the room, we recognize them. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, and all protocol observed, good afternoon. I'm here today representing the Chief Executive Officer of the Rwanda Development Board, who had wished to be here with us today, but could not because of conflicting engagements. But I'm here today and very honored to be back, actually, because last graduation I had the opportunity to be here again. And so I'm really glad to be here and see new faces that have gone through, again, this very transformative program, and to celebrate this very important milestone for our tourism industry. Why is it important? Building the tourism industry of Rwanda today that has come a long way from a couple of decades ago to what it is today, an industry that generates it's actually the first currency earner of the country, that creates many jobs for the youth, for women, for the Rwandan people, and contributes to improving the livelihoods of communities that live adjacent national parks, which we actually depend on for our tourism industry to thrive today to what it is. We cannot have the tourism industry, build a sustainable tourism industry without a skilled workforce. So the celebration that we're having today is aligned with Rwanda's vision to developing a high-end tourism industry that has been focusing on, as you probably know, as leaders of the tourism industry, on low volume, high value. High value or high end goes hand in hand with creating high quality products, high quality experiences that are created, designed, and championed by each one of you in this room. So it's very important that the people who are actively involved in our industry are skilled people, and the human capital that we are seeing and the transformative actually journey that we've been seeing thanks to our partners, MasterCard Foundation through the Ahazaza initiative, and all its implementing partners, including Cornell University and others that I've seen in the room. We cannot deliver on that strategy that I've just mentioned without each one of you taking the interest, remaining resilient. We have seen that the tourism industry, I think David did mention it, that you have been resilient, but you've been resilient as the tourism industry that you serve. So it's a great honor today to be here and celebrate you. So a big round of applause to all of you that have gone through this program. I understand it's been a very transformative journey, a very impactful program that Cornell University has curated and continues to innovate as we've been in discussions on other interesting avenues or things to do within our tourism industry, aligned with Rwanda's vision to create a sustainable tourism industry. To the private sector that continues to embrace the programs that are put in place by government of Rwanda, but most importantly, that are inspired by the work that you do, by the commitment that you continue to show to the industry, and also your collaboration and your mobilization of your members to allow the tourism professionals that we are seeing here in this room to embrace these programs, to go through the program, to push them, even going to the level of seeing the captains of industry taking the program, is a great vote of commitment, and we really appreciate you. Before I conclude, I'd like to mention some of the programs that Cornell University, I guess you'll come back to that, but the service excellence is something that we continue to, I would say, uphold as an industry, but that continues to show that we still have gaps in the way we serve our clients. Learning new things is good. Learning new things and not leave them in the computer is another thing. But most importantly, putting things into practice is what I have heard that this program has been transformative about, is that it really breaks down the theoretical things into practical notions that you also implement on a daily basis. So we look at you to continue and enroll as many people as possible in our industry, to put into practice what you have learned into these programs, but most importantly, to stay in the industry. We would like to see you all empowered and more confident to continue and actually reach greater heights. These programs continue to create opportunities for youth, women, and people in the industry to also become entrepreneur in your own right. So this is a call to you. As you know, our country really calls for people to always think in an entrepreneurial way, seek to know what the opportunities are, seek to know what the challenges are in our industry, and the changes that we hope to see will come from each one of you. Thank you very much for your attention, and I wish you a very happy day and great celebrations. Thank you.
Thank you. Frank Gisha is the Director General of the Rwanda Chamber of Tourism and the CEO of the East African Tourism Platform. As first in command at the Rwandan Chamber of Tourism, Frank is responsible for giving a proper strategic direction as well as creating a vision for success in terms of establishing and enhancing public-private sector synergies to prompt more favorable environment for private sector tourism in Rwanda. He is also responsible for engaging an integrative approach involving the planning and execution of the regional mandate to develop and promote tourism business that accelerates sustainable economic development across the country, East Africa, and the continent. Please welcome Frank Gisha to the podium.
Thank you, Kim. And leadership of Cornell University, faculty, students, and those ones who are making us convene here to celebrate their achievement. Our leaders from government, Madam Mariela Kajeruka from Rwanda Development Board, Mr. Frank Murangwa from Rwanda Convention Bureau. I'm just looking around if I don't. Protocol observed if there is anyone else from government who have not mentioned, but also our great partners, the Mastercard Foundation, and also champions of the tourism and hospitality sector, those ones who have invested, who have employed us, and who in one way or another absorb the products of, from the academia. Please join me to thank everyone who has created time to join us for this occasion. The previous edition for Cornell graduation, I did not get a chance to participate because I was away, but today I'm privileged to join you. Not only joining you, but also trying to express our sincere gratitude as private sector, the Rwanda Chamber of Tourism, whose leadership I represent. And I'm talking about hoteliers and other hospitality actors, the tour operators, safari guides, tourism schools, travel agents, among others. We're really thrilled that here, as we join Cornell University, we're not only celebrating graduation, but we're looking into what your great efforts are contributing to the industry, filling the gap, the skills gap in the tourism sector is still key and critical. I always mention, I love mentioning numbers where applicable. 2019 was one of our best years in tourism business. And if we are employing up to about 165,000 Rwandans and non-Rwandans, of course, most of them are youth and women. And right now, talking about Cornell trying to fill a skills gap, which is, of course, exerting by maybe 10%, that critically indicates that what you're doing is not only critical to put a full stop, but critical to continue the trends of collaboration with the private sector. Thank you very much for that. And again, that thanks cuts across, of course, the collaboration with all partners. We as private sector, we work closely with our counterparts from government to ensure a favorable business environment. But again, what we do as advocacy, as linkages to ensure that appropriate action taken regarding capacity building, it's not a full stop concept. So that's why when I mention about public-private sector, but we have also stakeholders like you guys, like the foundation. And to the graduates, this should be the achievements which we are celebrating today should give you more courage and appetite to explore more avenues, to grow bigger in terms of acquiring knowledge and skills. As we always hear our colleagues from RDB preaching, positioning Rwanda competitively as a high-end destination, but it takes more or less efforts of everyone, whereby skills contribute to even the marketing that these guys do day after day. A customer, our client visiting Rwanda and satisfied with your service, only that contributes to the tireless efforts that RDB, RCB does on a day-to-day basis. So explore more avenues to position our destination at the highest horizons of competitiveness as possible as you can. Cornell itself is a center of excellence in terms of the academia. What does that mean? The opportunity that you have shouldn't stop where you are. Keep exploring more heights, add on, and that means that still to our foundation, MasterCard. If I would say, yes, you support the Chamber of Tourism in terms of institutional strengthening, but if I would say that, what would you request from us? I would request for entities and players like Cornell to come and feel. I believe we have another gap of about 90% when it comes to skills gap feeling that at least we need to feel to get to where we want. And again, thanks, Cornell. I was excited yesterday. I was talking to in my office, I received one of your invitees. I don't know if Megan is here. I got to know Megan from a training I had at Harvard, and one of the exciting programs in sustainable tourism. When I get a chance to meet some of our actors, talking about the tourism business we're doing today, but we need this tourism to really be taken forward and carried forward, that also the future generations will enjoy the same. And Rwanda, I was chatting with her yesterday, that we need more than, I think, anyone to really embrace and take forward all principles of responsible tourism and conservation. Good enough, Madame Ariela's key focus is on conservation. But again, and she was like, why? I loved her questions when we were having discussion. I was like, oh, hey, no, it's because responsibility is key, but we stand at a critical peak where Rwanda is one of the most densely populated countries in Africa. So population and the pressure on natural resources should not be taken for granted, and we shouldn't do our business at the expense of having our future generations suffer. So good enough at the Chamber of Tourism, we've gone beyond doing the mere advocacy for selling more or for bringing visitors, more numbers to Rwanda, but also thinking about tomorrow or what the future should hold in terms of upholding not only revenues, but value from the tourism sector. I thank you also for always thinking across. The aviation sector has ably also been engaged by your trainings, and as well, I congratulate you for that. I know recently we celebrated together the graduation for the staff from Rwanda Air, about 150. Thank you very much for that. And keep looking outwardly. We have the guides, we have the community-based actors, and again, we have hotels out of Kigali. So tourism has another key component. The products which we sell, most of them, over 80%, apart from maybe MICE tourism, over 80% they are out of Kigali. And that means that the geographical spread component is key. So during your next engagements, would love to, and we expect, actually, it's even easier because it's more of technology. And that means that we can really, us as Chamber of Tourism, we are ready as well. The linkage role we play, we are very, very ready to do whatever possible to ensure that, if we still have this opportunity to have you on board, that we reach out to more rural population, more youth, and again, more women. I always say more women because everywhere I see more waiters and waitresses. But more waitresses, if not mistaken, more hostesses as well. So that's why I'm saying more women. But again, the leadership component into some of your programs, I'm seeing you guys producing a think tank team, which is going to take our generation, our destination to the next level of competitiveness, as I always highlight. And with those few remarks, I would as well like to congratulate our graduates, but also congratulate Cornell as well, especially the Rwanda team. You are doing an incredible job. Kim, Evelyn, and others, keep up the good job. And again, whenever we convene to celebrate achievements in terms of numbers, again, we look back and see who have played a cockpit role in terms of resources, the foundation without you, especially during the times which we are bridging out from the COVID times. I think the role that you played to the Chamber of Tourism, but also to our ecosystem actors, it's been incredible. Thank you very much. RDB, keep up the good job. I commit and pledge support and working together. Tourism will always reap the most if it's led by policy but driven by private sector. And here I pledge and commit support from the private sector. With those remarks, the honors to you graduates lies still in your hands, not only to boast of yourselves of this certificate from a prestigious institution, but position yourselves as products that can be, self-marketable, but also exported. We always want to see you explore further avenues, as I stated, and I'm re-highlighting that you serve as great examples, and that will keep us always proud. And with that, we'll be seeing more and more travelers visiting Rwanda for sustainable development. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I always realize just how short I am when I have to keep on bringing the mic down. I know you all know I'm short, but sometimes I have to remind myself. Many of you may recognize our next speaker. Professor Alex Susskind joined the faculty at the Cornell Nolan School of Hotel Administration in 1998. He's a professor of food and beverage management and the director of the Cornell Institute for Food and Beverage Management. Professor Susskind is currently serving as Associate Dean for Academic Affairs at the school. Professor Susskind earned his PhD in Communications from Michigan State University with a specialization in organizational communication and his MBA with a concentration in personnel and human resources. Alex earned his undergraduate degree at Purdue University in restaurant, hotel, and institutional management, and is also a trained chef with a degree in culinary arts from the Culinary Institute of America. Prior to starting his career in academia, Alex worked as a chef and restaurant operator for both independent and multi-unit restaurant companies in the northeastern and southeastern United States. Welcome, Professor Susskind.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here. I just want to say that introduction is going to be longer than my speech, but thank you. Well, good afternoon and congratulations to all of you. Let me say that again. Good afternoon. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We're here today to celebrate you, and we're here to celebrate all the things that you've done. We want to welcome you, your families, and your friends to this ceremony to mark a very, very important accomplishment that you've all made. And I'd like to personally express my gratitude to the MasterCard Foundation, the Rwanda Development Board, the Cornell team, and all of the partners that were involved with this to make this happen. And I'm just going to mention a few, and actually they're all on the back of your program, but I want to make sure that we get this right. The Kigali Marriott, the Radisson Blu and Convention Center, Bourbon Coffee, Rwanda Air, Singita Hotels, Kigali Serena, Park Inn by Radisson, and our other Hanga Ahazaza partners. And I can just also just take a minute to express my personal gratitude for the amazing hospitality that I have received from all of you being here. This is my second trip to Rwanda, and I hope it's my second of many more to come to witness the amazing hospitality that is happening here in this amazing place. So thank you all, and thank you for all that you've done. As you know, the program that we put together was designed to help passionate and dedicated industry professionals, again, that's all of you here today, build additional knowledge, skills, and abilities to not only advance your careers in the hospitality industry, but to help our industry, our global industry, our partners, and Rwanda continue to be leaders in the global hospitality and tourism industry. It's not possible for the hospitality industry to be successful anywhere without great people like you. And that's just a fact, and the fact that we're doing this is very special. There are nothing but good things to come for your futures and the future of the hospitality and tourism industry in Rwanda. And if I could just take a minute to talk about how much this is meaningful to me personally. And obviously, this is not my ceremony. This ceremony is here for you. But I had the extreme pleasure of being a part of this program in many different ways. Many of you saw some of the online programming that I was a part of. Many of you participated in the virtual sessions that I was a part of. And a small number of you, or 22 of you, that were here this week on Monday and Tuesday to participate in an executive education training program that I did. There were industry partners and our trainers that were a part of this program were there. And by being a part of all of this, what I recognized is that there is amazing talent and there is amazing potential here in all of you. And I just wanted to make that abundantly clear if I haven't done that already, or if all of our partners have not already made that abundantly clear. I also want to recognize all of the hard work and dedication that all of you had to put in to achieve this goal. It's not easy to do, and it required a big commitment on all of your parts. You had to complete this program while balancing your work responsibilities, your family responsibilities, and anything else that may have gotten in the way of the things that we wanted to do with you. And we know that that's not easy, and we recognize that, so thank you. And again, you should all be proud, and you should all celebrate what you've accomplished here today. That's very important. On behalf of the S.C. Johnson College of Business and the Cornell Nolan Hotel School, we are happy to present you with your graduation certificates, which will be coming soon, not immediately, but coming very soon. So thank you. In closing, we all know that you are the future and the future leaders of the hospitality and tourism here in Rwanda and hopefully in the world, and that is to come. Rwanda is in a better place because of all of you and what you will bring to it and what you actually currently bring to it now. So the future is bright, and you're all a part of it. And so what I want to say is congratulations to one and all of you, and we are extremely proud of all of you and what you have done. So thank you.
It was a bit too low. But thank you. Not all of our senior faculty could join us here today in person, so the Dean of the Cornell S.C. Johnson College of Business and the Dean of the Cornell Peter and Stephanie Nolan School of Hotel Administration have recorded a brief message to share with you today.
I am so excited to congratulate you on your huge success in completing the Certificate of Hospitality Management. Thank you for representing the Nolan School of Hotel Administration at the Cornell S.C. Johnson College of Business through your commitment to professional excellence in this course. Now, the skills you've acquired through the Cornell Hanga Ahazaza program will benefit you in your work, and these skills will grow and develop as you use them. So we look forward to hearing from you as your careers develop. This year, the Nolan School of Hotel Administration will celebrate 100 years of training professionals who bring their top-tier service and management skills to hospitality businesses all over the world. We know you will represent us well. On behalf of all of the faculty and staff, all of our best wishes and congratulations again.
Tuishimiye Mwese. Congratulations to you all, the newest graduates from the Cornell Hanga Ahazaza initiative in Rwanda. We are all so proud of your accomplishments. We know well you've had to juggle your personal and professional commitments alongside your diligent work in this rigorous program of study. This hasn't been easy, but I know that we all are so proud of your achievements, as should you be, and your families and friends. The Cornell S.C. Johnson College of Business is a very special college of business in which our students see how business can be a force for good in the world. What I know is that you are all professionals dedicated to advancing your training and knowledge. You are leaders who know how critically important it is to collaborate, to be inclusive, and to be respectful of others, for any business to really make a positive difference. And you are committed to ongoing growth and development throughout your careers. I feel strongly and proudly that you share all those Cornell values with us now. So I say to you once again, Tuishimiye Mwese, and do take care, and please accept my best wishes for your continued professional success.
Oops. And finally, I would like to invite your student speaker to the stage. Frank Marangwa is the Director of Destination Marketing at Rwanda Convention Bureau. Mr. Marangwa's core mandate is to attract business events to Rwanda. He has extensive experience with over 15 years in tourism and strategy development, destination marketing, product development, and quality assurance. His marketing skills are reinforced by a strong tourism background. Frank holds a bachelor's degree in tourism management from Makerere University and a master's degree in tourism destination management from Breda University of Applied Science in the Netherlands. Frank is passionate about business events, tourism, and traveling to different destinations to experience new cultures and explore beautiful scenes. Welcome, Frank.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much, Kims. To Cornell University Management, MasterCard Foundation through Hanga Ahazaza, RDB, represented by Ariella, Chamber of Tourism, represented by Jisha. My fellow graduates, congratulations. I'm really, truly honored to speak today. I speak with two positions. I speak as a graduate like you seated here today and enjoying this important day in our lives, but also speaking as one of the beneficiaries in the industry, knowing that the results we have today are going to help us to take our industry to the next level. And so I stand confident that the contribution we've achieved from Cornell University is going to make an impact to our industry and to our country in general. Few words and remarks I would like to share. One is to, on behalf of my fellow students, to thank Cornell University and MasterCard for an amazing and rewarding program you've given to us. It's been an incredible experience. We've learned a lot, we've gained a lot, and we feel confident, as many of you echoed, that we're going to take our industry to the next level. And that's the commitment we want to pledge and the commitment we want to take forward, that we're going to push our industry and make a change we all want. I would also like to thank my fellow graduates for having chosen to be part of this program. Cornell wouldn't be here celebrating this day without you. You had to, forego a lot of things. It was a very difficult program for some of you that have gone through the course, but we did it, and today we're here to really celebrate. So I want really to thank you for choosing to be part of this program, and also for being able to, accomplish this program against all your busy schedules. I'll just give an example. I undertook this program when it was a very busy period for all of us. This year, I started the program this year. And coming out of the COVID, the industry was rebounding, and the sector was opening up. So many events happening, so many tourists visiting us. But we took the challenge, and we've delivered it. And the testimony is today through our graduation. So I really want to congratulate you for having committed and having dedicated your time and your efforts to being part of this community. And I'm sure you're making Cornell University a proud partner and an associate in everything we're going to be doing moving forward. One experience I would like to share is when I joined the industry almost 20 years ago. It was very challenging, especially for our industry and in our country. We didn't really have many opportunities like what we have today. There were very few tourism and hospitality schools, and it was very hard really to even be recognized as one of the professionals in the industry. But today, I feel proud and very confident that I can go out and say I'm proud to be associated with Cornell University. As you all know, it is one of the leading universities in the world. And so being really an associated member, having gone through the university, gives me much pleasure and the confidence that we can go out and be proud and be confident that whatever we're going to do, we have a backup foundation that is being recognized at the global level. And I want again to say thank you for that. I would like to say also thank you to RDB and the government, of course, the leadership that have chosen, tourism as one of the important and priority sectors. And Madame Ariella did mention this. Tourism is the leading foreign exchange earner. And so for us to be having chosen to be part of the program is a true testimony that, we want to be part of the important sector in our economy, and we want to contribute really to the development of our country, and make changes to our society in all spheres. So Ariella, I really want to pass on this message to you. We appreciate what the government does, and we would like to really thank you for that. And of course, to our private sector that continues to champion and implement all the programs the government puts in place, led by Jisha. Again, thank you for that, and thank you for being a great partner. We all coming from different backgrounds, but more importantly, I think it's the umbrella we represent today. We're all representing Rwanda, and that is the key message. When we all go back and say that we're graduates of Cornell University, that is the most important message we're giving. And the most important, again, message is the key message, I think Professor mentioned it, is what we're going to do. We've earned these certificates. We don't want to go and sit with these certificates. We need to make a change. And that's a key message I want to leave to all of us. And I want to say that we're committed, we're very proud, we're going to make a change. Just watch over to Jisha, to MasterCard, and the partners we have here. Watch over, we're here to serve, and we are ready to make an impact. Thank you. Thank you, my fellow graduates. I believe you're really going to stand tall and walk confident that you've earned this certificate and you're going to make a change in your respective organization. Have a great day. Congratulations once again.
Thank you. And now to recognize our graduates. We're going to be calling you up in several small groups, and as we call your name, we'll ask you to please come up to the stage to be recognized and remain on the stage until the whole group is there for a photo opportunity. You're then going to exit the stage as a group so that we can call the next group. We will begin with our Certificate in Hospitality Management program. This program began in October 2018, and our last cohort started their studies earlier this year. This 10-month program is an ideal program for managers and supervisors in hospitality and tourism, or individuals with a significant experience in the field. Students participated in a number of hospitality business fundamental courses, an interactive case study, and electives in an area of their choice. And now I welcome to the podium Henry Hakundwamakiza to announce the names of the graduates.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's my pleasure to present our graduates starting from cohort 13 in hospitality management. I'm going to start reading from the specialization. I'm starting hotel revenue management. John Bosco Kanwanaho, Jacques Dusabe. Please welcome on stage for the picture. Ines Prima, Daniel Higiro, Donavin Irakoze, Samuel Ishimwe, James Kabukumba, Yona Kainamadu, James Mujinja, Innocent Murinda Bigui, Theogène Ndaisenga, Francine Nishimwe, Emmanuel Rukundo, Ardi Ruagatare, Alphonse Twagirumukama, So again, those are the graduates from hotel revenue management. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations once again. Thank you. So, next, specializations. I'm calling specialization in marketing. Olivier Ahazaza, Innocent Bayingana, Marie-Gorette Batamuriza, Alex Biziareme, Théophile Gahamanyi, Ange Désiré, Loi Ishimwe, James Kakwerere, Jean-Paul Kalisa, Wilberforce Kamali, Fidel Karemera, Gisagara, Eric Rubibi Kayumba, Patrick Kwizera, Innocent Fashingabo, Ernestine Mugabekazi, Gosbert Muhir, Emi Mukama, Emmanuel Munyurangabo, Aloysius Musoni, Stephen Muvunyi, Stephen Muyombano, Peace Ndahigwa. Nadine Lera, Françoise Nyatunga, Parfaite Rugamba, Tony Rutabingwa, Patrick Rwambugu, Christian Sekamana, Fred Shaka, Fred Tugume, Denise Tumugire, Albertine Umuhoza, Angel Anita Umutoni. So congratulations, guys. We need a happy picture. So smile to everyone. Congratulations once again for marketing specialization students. I'm calling tourism specialization. James Baguma, Viater Biza, Leonard Chachana Robinson, Bosco Gakwenza, Davidson Higiro, Natasha Ingabire, Kevin Kabagambe, Ananias Kagabo, Nathan Kamugisha, Geoffrey Kanini, Jessica Kanoheri, David Kiviri, Kesim Masabo, Innocent Mugume, Alex Mugume, Fiona Munezero, Emmanuel Mutangana, Ange Mutimukeye, Emi Ndayambaje, Isaac Ngoga, Jean-Alain Pierre, John Nionizeye, Francis Montagny, Christian Nsabimana, Yves Rusange, Pierre Rusangwa, John Bright Rwakagara, Samuel Singayijoro, Edson Tuyambaze, Cynthia Umurerwa, Adeline Umutesi, Josiane Uwayo, Marie-Ange Uwingabire, Esther Uwizeye, Pierre Vuningoma. Congratulations, guys. Now we need a happy picture. So please smile. This is your day. Congratulations once again, specialization in tourism. I'm calling restaurant revenue management, and even food and beverage should be ready. So restaurant revenue management, Alphonse Irumva, Maturin Rutaisire Jr., Jean-Paul Rugigamba. We only have 3. Please welcome on stage. I'm also going to call food and beverage specialization to get. Frank Andrew, Patrick Buhigiro, Jean-Yves Buruga, Jean-Nepom Sen Iradukunda, Jean-Mike Iradukunda, Andy Kagabe, Jimmy Spice, Kamukama, Lionel Magayane, Hozo Moring, Godfrey Mugisha, Benon Mutabazi, Désiré Ngamije, Vedast Nyon Saba, Aimé Patrick Neziyaremye, Mohamed Nzabandora, Gilbert Rubaïza, Eric Tuiseng, Omar Twizerimana, Fora Wiragie, those are the graduates for restaurant revenue management and food and beverage specialization. Congratulations, restaurant revenue management and food and beverage specialization graduates. I'm calling financial management. Paul Abaho, James Bayingana, Vianney, Bob Ruamu, Molis Bosha, Eliab Biringiro, Grace Chuma, Emmanuel Dusabimana, David Gakuru, Wilson Gatabazi, Benoit Hakizimana, Eli Kwirinda, Godfrey Kwizera, Kenneth Muhumuza, Aniset Namahoro, Yvonne Nduwayezu, Alphonse Niyitegeka, Godfrey Motanyi, Anastase Nzabirinda, Christian Shema, Stephen Tuyisenge Gakuru. Those are the specializations in the financial management. Wow. Thank you for representing your specialization. And congratulations. Cohort 14 should be ready. In cohort 14, we are starting with a specialization in hotel revenue management. Francis Bahati, Monique Ekisa, Nadine Furaha, Florence Gatesi, Tansien Habumugisha,
Aline Ikibasumba, Grace Ineza, Elise Irakoze, Emmanuel Kanyamukenye, Joseph Eric Karemera, John Stewart Kayihura, Pascal Keza, Pacifique Kubwimana, Jean-Pierre Kuradusenge, Christian Masezerano, Valérien Mizero, Alex Munyaneza, Frank Murangwa, Adeline, yeah, clap for him. Thank you so much. Well, Adeline Ndaizera, Fréry John Murunziza, Jean-Claude Nsabimana, Elizabeth Nzayituriki, Emmanuel Rukundo, Adrien Tuiseng, Françoise Tuishim, Nadej Ndorimana Uwase, Florien Watkwese, Vestine Uwimanimaye, Ange Providence Uwumuremyi. Marketing specialization, be ready. Congratulations. Marketing specialization, Immaculée Abimana, Sylvie Benihirwe, Ishak Dusengimana, Erari Gikundiro, Peter Harerimana, Sumaya Epiphanie, Alice Irafasha, Nadej Kalisa, Aimé Regis, Kaitana, Fidel Kaitare, Karine Olive, Donna Kayumba, Bob Maria Mukama, Marie-Rose Mungwa Singizwe, Désiré Mutangana, Jennifer Mutesi, Lavi Nyonsenga, Charles Nyangwi, Vanessa Umuhoza Wanje, Jamila Umurisa, Doreen Umuringa, Robert Wambugu. So tourism, be ready. Congratulations, marketing specialization. Now it's time for tourism specialization. Fabrice Amani, Eric Witegetsimana, Nathan Diringiro, Karine Dushime, Solange Guaneza, Fidel Habimana, Lionel Habimana, Melissa Ingabire, Elise Iradukunda, Emmanuel Irakoze, Liz Ituze, Enid Kanyana, Jonan Kanyana, Mireille Kairangwa, Angelique Kaitesi, Innocent Kwizera, Geoffrey Muridad, Jean-Marie Manizabayo, Merina Mutabishi, Robert Monuru, Reona Mugisha, Olivier Muhil, Doris Muhil, Junior Mukotanyi, Sheila Munsabe, Fabrice Mutuyimana, Olivier Ndabarushimana, Jean-Marie Vianney, Ndagiwenimana, Soteri Ndaisenga, Eric Nishimwe, Violette Nkeshimana, Adam Rukundo, Prote Seshaba, Letitia Umwari, Esther Wizeye, Delphine Uwimana. Restaurant revenue management, be ready. Congratulations, guys. Restaurant revenue management. Joel Butorano, Francis Nayebale, Peter Nizeimana, Yves René Nzaisenga, Amina Umazimaka, Eric Umuhir, Marie-Aimée Umutesi, Liliane Wamahoro, Diane Uwimana. This is restaurant revenue management. Food and beverage specialization, be ready. Congratulations, guys. Food and beverage specialization. Tony Butera, Frank Gahigi, Marie-Louise Habaguhirwa, Emmanuel Harerimana, Jean Damascene Hategekimana, Ngabo Orest Hirwa, Aline Ishimwe, Flavia Kanengwa, James Kayumba, James Masumbuko, Pascaline Muhawenimana, Rita Muhoza, Jacqueline Mukiza, Blaise Musabe, Venust Ndikuryayo, Daniel Niyogushimwa, Emmanuel Niyo Murengezi, Emile Niyo Yita, Derrick Nkubito Mateka, Patricia Rangira, Rehema, Leonard Rutebuka, Deus Seruyange, Patrick Tuisenge, Ange Victorine, Divine Uwase. Congratulations. Financial Management Specialization. Joshua Mazimaka, Nadej Mugisha, Christelle Mukarwego, Celestin Ngaruyinka, Flora Nyirarenzaho, Noela Uwera. So allow me to call Madam Evelyn to call on-demand tourism.
You can hang up. Our next group of graduates are in the on-demand tourism program. Launched in December of 2020, this program addressed a couple of gaps that we saw. For individuals who were in the frontline customer-facing roles, this program offered a series of 18 lessons that focused on the customer experience. In addition, the program could be completed at one's own pace to allow for flexibility. I'm going to invite my colleague Evelyn Karamaji to the podium to announce the on-demand graduates. What I would ask, this is a very large group, so even before we call your name, you're going to see your name on the list. So please be ready to come right up on the stage, and we're probably going to call a group of 50 at a time, and we're going to line up on the stage and then down in front of the stage for photos. Okay? Evelyn?
Good afternoon, everybody, and congratulations to the graduating classes once again. I now read out the names for the on-demand tourism class. Naomi Abatoni, Sandrine Abijuru, please stand up and start coming to the stage. Janvier Abimana, Françoise Vampire, Angel Vatesi, Wivin Rusingiza, Moise Visenga, Atia Busaje, Diane Uwase, Adeline Wirensenje, Vedast Chiza, Francine Dusabe Maria, Viane Gasarasi, Emmanuel Gashagaza, Raisa Gashaija, Diodene Gashindi Wamahoro, Eme Bruce Gashonga, Melissa Gashuji, Julien Gashuji Ganza, Cedric Gasore, please come up to the stage. Should I keep going? Sandra Gatete, Jean Delapin Giraneza, Patrice Habinshuti, Eric Hachizimana, Jean-Paul Hakorimana, Jean Klimaki Hirwa, Janvier Igitegetse, David Indekwe, Phile Ingabire. Okay, congratulations once again. Aurore Marie Immaculée Iradukunda, Evode Iradukunda, Françoise Iradukunda Teta, Jean Parfait Iraguha Hitimana, Placide Iradukunda, Aimé Onella Ishimwe, Cerise Ishimwe, Christophe Ishimwe, Eric Ishimwe, Julius Kabangire, Joanne Kabanyana, Diana Kabega, Theogene Kabago, Hugh Kagame, Shanice Kamanzi, Vianney Kamanzi, Janet Kantengwa, Queen Kayumba, Pamela Kazale Nsinga, Alice Kentege, Laura Chirabo, Winnie Chirabo, Shadrach Kongerwa, Nadia Kubwimana, Penelope Kushemera, Elise Kwizera, Solange Kwizera, Emmanuel Masengesho, Patience Masengesho, Josiane Barushimana, Jean-Jacques Miracle Hakizimana, Ronald Mitari, Marie Metissa More, Adonia Mugabe, Thierry Mugabe, Joanne Mugema, Geoffrey Muhanika, Bienvenue Muhoza, Marilyn Mukabarisa, Irene Mukandaisenga, Brenda Mukandekezi, Sherinal Mukantarindwa, Hawa Asumani Mukarurinda. Is that good? Okay. Congratulations once again. Silva Mukiza, Sadiki Muneza, Lydia Murekatete, Natasha Murekezi, Adolphe Muremera, Wilson Muhirwa, Belize Karangwa, Patience Murungi, Joyce Musango, Lionel Musango, Fiston Mutabazi, Lina Mutende, Doreen Mutesi, Sharon Mutesi, Johari Muteteri, Edison Mwenedata, Emi Mwesije, Eric Ndabarishe, Claude Dachaisenga, Cyprien Daisava, Ale Devi Ndizeye, Prime Garambe. No. Jacques Njirababyeyi, Emilienne Niyigena, Naima Niyigena, Paul Niyitanga, Jonas Niyo Gakiza, Rachel Niyo Kwizera. Congratulations. Okay. Mupenzi niyo mugabo, Moses niyo nkuru, Jean de Dieu niyo senga, Evariste niyo mzima, Munyaneza niyo nzima, Zakari niyo nzima, Trifine niyo yimbabazi, Emon Nizeyimana, Jean-Claude Nkusi, Innocent Nsanzabaganwa, Jean Didier Nsenganeza, Gad Nsengiyumva, Jeannette Nshemire, Pacifique Nshizirungu, Patience Ntagwanza, Dafroze Ntezi Ryayo, forgive my pronunciations, Barnabe Ntigurirwa, Benon Ntiyamira, Josue Ntwari, Emile Nyabariza, Nadine Nyampinga, Immaculée Nyirabarushimana, Eric Nyirimanzi, Sheila Nyirindekwe, David Nzayinabaho, David Rugamba, Pascal Runihangabo, Alain Clément, Bertrand Ruvuna, Issa Sadiki, Jules Clément Sibomana, Fidel Sinayobye, Natasha Smita. Jean-Claude. Congratulations once again. Okay, Jean-Claude Turatsinze, Daniel Tuyambaze, Eric Tuyisenge, Patrick Tuyishime, Esperance Tuyishimire, Didier Twagirimana, Divine Uhirwe, Kevin Umubyeyi, Vanessa Umuringa Uwera, Jeanette Umunyana, Ange Uragamirwa, Alice Umurerwa, Liberette Umurerwa, Beata Umuringa, Catherine Umutoni, Dinye Umutoni, Jazira Umutoni, Sheila Umutoni, Macreen Umutoni Wase, Joyce Uwungeri Rurangwa, Moise Uriyisunge, Alice Uwamahoro, Joyce Uwamahoro, Rabia Uwamahoro, Louise Uwamaria, Janine Uwambajimana, Angelique Uwase, Ariane Uwase, Sandrine Uwase, Walda Uwase, Divine Muhoza Uwera, Florienne Uwera, Jocelyn Uwimana,
Mignon Raisa Uwimana, Doreen Winez. And that is the class of On Demand. Congratulations. Congratulations once again, on-demand class.
Thank you, everyone. The final group is our Professional Development Program graduates. Over the past 5 years, our goal was to bring 30 TVET trainers to Cornell University's USA-based campus to participate in the Nolan School of Hotel Administration's Professional Development Program. The Professional Development Program was first hosted on Cornell's campus over 90 years ago and aims to bring together industry professionals from all over the world. For our TVET trainers, the experience introduced them to new trends and best practices in hospitality and tourism, connections with world-class faculty, and a network of industry peers from diverse backgrounds. I know that this is probably going to be the smallest group, but if you're in the audience and you've done PDP, please come up and have a photo with Professor Suskin when I call your name. Henry Hakun Huamakiza, Maureen Murakateti, Jean-Claude Habimana, Francine Uwamaria, Vianney Gasarasi, Jean Bosco Surhungo Kamanzi, Eric Habumagisha, Dennis Nakirutimana, Jean Bangira, Esperance Campire, Christine Muishimwe, Ellie Niyatikika, Edith Mukandasi, Joseph Hakuzimana, Jean-Claude Mwizerwa, Cedric Tuisengi, Eugene Munianziza, Fabian Habamenchi, Jean-Claude Harurimana, Clemence Wichiza, Germaine Kanzaeri, Protégine Kevin Ali Uimana, Primitive Makishimana, Diogen Twizerimana, Eric Samarora, Sperath Dukundimana, Joseph Tambara, Euphrasie Riza Uamahoro, Pascaline Neonsaba Ingabire, and Desire Moshangore. Oh, it's quite a few of you. So congratulations to all of our graduates on the knowledge that you've gained. We hope that you use this knowledge to improve not only your own performance, but also guide and mentor your colleagues. Encourage those new to the industry and provide a supportive and enriching environment in which they too can achieve great things. Thank you again all for joining us to celebrate our graduates. And on behalf of Cornell University, I would like to extend a special thanks to MasterCard Foundation and all of the Hanga Ahazaza partners, the Rwanda Development Board, and our dedicated staff in Rwanda. Before I let everyone go to the reception, I understand that cohort 14 is planning something. So if you're part of that plan, I guess please come up. Yeah.
Thank you for this opportunity to keep expressing our gratitude towards Cornell Hanga's initiative, a life-changing program that we help as graduates to realize our dreams. I will say, without you, this would be impossible. So, to stay thankful, I would like, we prepared some gifts for the team, the Cornell team that has been together with us up to now. And I would love to call Kim to approach so that she may receive her gift. I would love to call Luis, Karine, Junior, and Delphine to bring the gift. So you can stay there. The second gift goes to Henley. Can approach. Joel, Aurore, Emmanuel, Peter. Bring the gift for Henley. The next gift goes to Evelyn. Can you get close? Frank, Nadej, Jean-Claude, Yves, can you bring the gift? Welcome. Goes to Vianney, Louise, Angel, Yves, Muhir. Bring the gift. Yeah, you stay. Yeah, sure. So the last gift goes to Cornell Hanga's initiative. So bring the gift. Junior, you can open up the gift. I would love to call cohort 14 graduates may join so that we can take a picture together. Henry, get close. Thank you again for your hard work, sacrifice, patience. Really thank you. So let's get a picture together.
Well, I don't know what to say now. that was something. Yeah. What an end to the evening. All right. I'm so flustered by that. I even forgot my password, so I might actually have to wing this. Anyway, thank you so much all for joining us today to celebrate our graduates. On behalf of Cornell University, I would like to extend a special thanks to MasterCard Foundation and all the Hanga partners, the Rwandan Development Board, and our dedicated staff in Rwanda. Now it is time to celebrate together. I'm going to ask everyone to proceed to the marquee for a much-deserved reception. Thank you again.